Well, what's up, guys? And I got to tell you something. Like, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. And this episode of the Battle Ready Solo series is going to be a little bit different today. And I was thinking about it because, if you know my story, and I'll give you the clip version 10 years military, 17 years law enforcement between the military and federal law enforcement, owned a gym, lost a gym because of all the bullshit with COVID. Man, that was a waste of 4 years of my life because of something that didn't need to happen, right? So I lost the gym because of COVID, worked in security for a while trying to become a cop again, became a cop again, only lasted 4 months due to mental health issues, and then quintessentially haven't had shit since then. Have this obviously the podcast, mental health advocate, coaching, personal training, stuff like that, everything within the realm of what I currently do. But I was thinking today as I did my social media post that I just want something more. I just yearn for something more. That purpose. As men, we need purpose, right? As men, we need something more. And, the thing is, what if you're not having a midlife crisis? I hate that term, midlife crisis. What if you're finally waking the fuck up? Think about that. Because, somewhere around maybe 40, 45, hell, even 50 years old, we start questioning our life as a man, right? We look at our career, we look at our marriage, we look at our bodies, our finances, our friendships, our purpose, and suddenly we start asking ourselves questions that we haven't asked ourselves in years. Is this really it? Is this all I'm going to become? Is this all I can do? And society immediately says, oh, that's just a midlife crisis. Maybe he wants to get back in shape. Oh, midlife crisis. Maybe he wants a motorcycle. Feel a little bit of adrenaline. Feel powerful. Oh, midlife crisis. Wants to change careers. Midlife crisis. Wants to start a business. Midlife crisis. And he suddenly realizes, or I suddenly realize, I'm unhappy. And there it is, that midlife crisis. But I think sometimes we're getting this completely fucking wrong. Because maybe the crisis isn't that a man suddenly wants more from his life. Maybe the crisis is that we spent the last 20 years convincing ourselves that we didn't want a purposeful life, a fulfilling life, a special life. Welcome back to the Battle Ready Solo series. This is my show within a show where we have honest conversations, practical tools, and real life lessons designed to help you become stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally so you can become a better husband, father, leader, and man. And today I want to talk to you about something I understand a hell of a lot better now at 49 than I did at 29. Purpose. And more specifically, what happens when you wake up one day and realize you don't know what your purpose is anymore. Because I think there are a lot of men walking around right now who aren't having a midlife crisis. You're having a purpose crisis. And those are two very different things. Think about how most of us build our lives, right? When you were young, you have an idea about who you're going to become. You're going to do something important. Maybe you're going to travel. Maybe you want to build something. You're going to be strong. You're going to have adventures. You're going to make a difference. And then life, out of nowhere, smacks you in the face. It starts happening. You need money. You get the job. You get married. You have kids. You get a mortgage. You get car payments. You get promoted. And then you get more responsibilities. And slowly your decisions stop being about what makes you feel alive and start becoming about what feels safe. And look, I'm not criticizing that. That's a good life. There's honor in providing for your family. There's honor in stability. There's honor in responsibility. But there's also a danger here, because eventually stability can become complacency. And complacency can start looking a whole like success from the outside. You've got the house, you've got the job, you've got the truck, you got the family, you got the 401k, and everybody thinks you're doing great. But, You wake up Monday morning and you think, what the fuck am I doing with my life? What if there's more? What is my purpose? Where did I lose my way? And then you feel guilty for even thinking of it, right? Because you have things other people would kill to have. So you tell yourself, stop complaining. Just be grateful. This is adulting. This is what being responsible looks like. And that's probably true, but maybe somewhere along the way, you stopped living and you just started maintaining. You flatlined out and you just kept going, kept going, kept going. And that's the conversation I think we need to have. Because I've lived different versions of this. For a long time, my identity came from what I did, the military. I was a United States Navy sailor, law enforcement. I was a cop. I was a police officer. I was an officer. Owning a gym. I'm a business owner. Coaching. I'm a coach. Building businesses. And when some of those identities disappeared, I immediately struggled. Because when you spent decades saying, this is who I am, and suddenly that thing isn't there anymore, who the hell are you? I've had to ask my question more times than I wanted to, more times than I like. And even now at 49, approaching 50 next year, still asking questions. What do I actually want the next 20 years of my life to look like? What do I want to build? What matters most to me and what doesn't matter anymore? What am I doing because I generally want it? And what am I doing because somewhere along the way I decided that's what a successful man was supposed to do? Those aren't crisis questions. Those are necessary questions. The problem is what you do after you ask them, right? Because this is where we can fuck our lives up. You feel empty, so you think you need a new woman. You feel old, so you buy something you can't afford. You feel trapped, so you quit your job tomorrow with absolutely no plan. You feel invisible, so you start chasing attention. You feel physically weak, so you start trying to prove you're still 25. That's not purpose. That's just escaping. And escape can feel a lot like freedom when you're miserable. That's why you have to be careful. Don't destroy everything good in your life because something inside you needs attention. Your wife may not be the problem. Your children definitely aren't the problem. Your responsibilities aren't necessarily the problem. Maybe you've simply neglected a part of yourself for so long that is finally demanding your attention. And that's where the rebuilding will start. Not with blowing your life up all at once, with getting brutally honest and deep about it. So I want to give you something practical, as I always do. If you're somewhere here listening to this now, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, honestly, any age, and you're just feeling that restlessness, that internal turmoil, that struggle, I want you to do what I'm going to call the Battle Ready Purpose Audit. Talk a lot about auditing things in our life, not just our taxes, not just our finances, but our life. I'm going to give you 5 questions, and I don't want you to give the answer you're supposed to give. Give yourself the real fucking answer. Stop playing with yourself and go deep, go dark. Question number 1. What part of my life currently makes me feel most alive? When do you lose track of time? Training, coaching, building, teaching, being outdoors? Maybe it's creating something. Is it helping people? Spending time with your kids? What's the thing that makes you feel like you again? Write that down. Question 2. Where did I settle because it was safe? This one might hurt. Might hurt you right in the feels. Was it your career, your health, your relationships, your dreams, your standards? Where did you tell yourself that this is good enough? That this is okay? Not because it was actually good enough, but because changing it scared the shit out of you. Number 3, what am I tolerating that I know needs to change? Maybe you're 50 pounds overweight. Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you haven't been intimate with your wife in months. Maybe you're drowning financially. Maybe you don't have a single male friend you could call at 2 a.m. Maybe you spend 4 hours every night doom scrolling through your phone because you don't want to think about your own miserable life. Don't judge it, identify it. Number 4, if nothing changes for the next 10 years, am I okay where this road takes me? That's the big one. You're 40, imagine 50. If you're 50, imagine 60. Same body, same marriage, same career, same habits, same finances, same friendships, same mindset. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that man? When you look in the mirror, what is staring back at you? If that answer is no, don't panic, but you probably need to start moving. And finally, number 5, am I trying to build something or am I trying to escape something? That question can save you from making some incredibly stupid ass decisions, because rebuilding your life and running away from your life can look very similar at the beginning. Both of these involve change. Both can feel exciting. Both can make you feel alive again. But one is driven by purpose. The other is driven by pain. Learn the difference. And there's something, here, there's something else I want you to understand. You're allowed to want more. Wanting more doesn't mean you're ungrateful. You can love your wife and want more from yourself. You can love your children and still have dreams that belong to you. You're allowed to dream. You can appreciate your job and realize it's no longer where you're supposed to spend the rest of your life. You can be grateful for everything you have and still say, I'm not done becoming who I'm capable of becoming. That's not selfish. That's internal realism. But how you pursue it matters. You can't abandon your responsibilities willy-nilly. Don't destroy your family. Don't put yourself into financial ruin. Don't chase validation from women half your age because you're terrified of getting older or being alone. Don't mistake those small dopamine hits for purpose. Build intelligently. Maybe you don't quit the job tomorrow. Maybe you spend 5 hours a week building the thing that matters to you most. Maybe you don't need to become a bodybuilder. Maybe you just start lifting 3 days a week and get your health back on track. Maybe you don't need to sell everything and move across the country and become a nomad. Maybe you just need 1 weekend away from your phone to actually think. Maybe you don't need a different wife. Maybe you need to become present with the woman who's been standing beside you the entire flippin' time. Purpose doesn't always require a dramatic reinvention. Sometimes it requires a return. And that return is to the things you stopped doing, the things you stopped caring about, the standards you stopped holding, the man you stopped becoming. And maybe that's what people sometimes call a midlife crisis. You reach a certain age and suddenly become painfully aware that that clock isn't moving backwards, it's moving forwards. At 20, our lives feel unlimited. At 30, you still think there's plenty of time. And then 40 hits and mortality becomes real. Start doing the math. And if I'm fortunate enough to live another 30 years, how many of those years am I willing to spend living a life I don't actually want? That's not depressing. I think it's fucking powerful. Because you're still here. You still have time. You can still get stronger. You can still repair relationships. You can still build something. You can still find purpose. You can still become somebody your children looks at and says, my dad never stopped growing. But stop waiting for your life to magically become meaningful. Purpose isn't going to knock on your door and say, surprise, motherfucker. You have to build that purpose one decision at a time, one workout at a time, one hard conversation at a time, one boundary at a time. 1 hour spent building something instead of scrolling, instead of binging on TV, those uncomfortable decisions you've been avoiding. And that's your challenge this week. Don't blow up your life. Audit it. Ask yourself those 5 questions. Find one area where you've settled and take one deliberate action towards changing it. Not 10 things, just one. Because maybe you're not having a midlife crisis. Maybe you're finally realizing that safety and fulfillment aren't the same thing. Maybe that restlessness isn't telling you to run away from your life. Maybe it's telling you there's still more time, there's still more life, there's still more passion in you. Maybe that man you're supposed to become isn't behind you. Maybe he's waiting on the other side of the decisions you've been too comfortable or too afraid to make. You're not too old, you're not done, but you do have to stop sleepwalking through life. Remember, no man fights alone. And until next time, stay battle ready and always stay fit for battle. That's it for today's episode. If something in this conversation stuck with you, that's where the real change starts. Outside of this podcast, my work is centered on structured training, accountability, and helping people rebuild strength, discipline, and consistency when their life gets off track. If these conversations are useful to you, subscribing helps make sure you don't miss the ones you didn't know you needed yet. You can find more at battleharder.com or follow along on socials. Thanks for listening, and always be fit for battle.